It is the 17th of Granite, early spring. The year is 255 of the Mythic Era. We are in Armorrazors. Today, our dwarves are going to dig down past the aquifer and hopefully set up their first home. We shall see how well they succeed. Last time, at the beginning of our episode, we started a review of the dwarves segment. It is going to be a short time where we look at one of our dwarves and have a little chat about them. Today's review is going to be of Shale Abak, our miner. So, he is good with language, but he's emotionally distant, he's greedy, polite, and clumsy. He disdains leisure time. His current thoughts, his current quote, I should say, is, "I was out in the rain, it's annoying." Profound. His personality, we're going to go to his values and say, like others in his culture, he holds crafts dwarfship to be of the highest ideals and celebrates talented artisans and their masterworks. Has a great deal of respect for the law, greatly prizes loyalty, values family greatly, sees friendship as one of the finer things in life, believes that honesty is a high ideal, greatly respects artists and their works, really respects those that take the time to master a skill, deeply respects those that work hard at their labors, respects fair dealing and fair play, values cooperation, finds merrymaking and partying worthwhile activities, values martial prowess, respects commerce, values knowledge, and finds nature somewhat disturbing. He reminds me a lot of Wheelie, honestly. They seem very similar. He personally finds leisure time wasteful. He dreams of creating a great work of art. Well, that is one difference. Wheelie wanted a family. So, we're going to try to give him the opportunity to do that. The sooner we can get a metal working craft shop available, the sooner we'll be able to get him to do stuff like that. We'll probably get a wave of migrants before long, and most migrant waves contain some miners. So we've gotten down to floor 12 here. There's no more leaking. We found iron on the levels we expected to. Also some opal here. Hopefully our dwarves will eventually get around to bringing that in. Let's just continue our dig down. We're going to have to do this like one level at a time simply because the aquifer is going to make it hard to do anything else. But we will, though, just shoot down a bunch of levels of mining, like to 25. We're unpaused. We want them to prioritize this. They can sleep, though. We don't want them to not sleep. That would be awful. They do deserve some rest, after all. They're dwarves, not machines. Let's pop up to the top here for a second. Just take a look. We won't be building proper bedrooms until we have a stable bedroom floor picked. I'm going to take the buckets. I'm going to take the barrels out of this stockpile so that they'll just put the bags in. Tends to work better, and hopefully it will encourage them to move the stuff there faster. Everything in here seems to be working properly now. We still got 10 more of these cloth to make. A lot of people are sleeping. I want to start converting a bunch of this wood into blocks. Did we set that up last time? We set up making wheelbarrows. We didn't set up blocks, okay? So we're just going to take task. We're going to grab wooden blocks, and we're going to pick whatever we have the most of. It thinks we have the most of round lime wood, so that's what we're going to pick, and we're going to tell them to repeat that. Just keep making those. We're going to use them for our external walls. Our posts got installed, so we can put 2 of our dogs on them. You can be the first, and you can be the second. We're going to create a pasture. This is going to be a pasture that's going to make it so that the other dog stays near the 2 girl dogs, and they actually make puppies. So into this pasture goes our boy dog. There we go. That way they'll sort of all hang out in the same area. The unchained dog will wander around, but, you know, dogs do somewhat respect pastures. Okay. They dug this already, and it was dug for so long that we let water accumulate, which is no good for anybody. It's all bad, letting the water accumulate like that. Gonna do high priority for these smoothing jobs along here, and we're just gonna keep pushing the stair down. Oh, there's a fight. Someone's fighting a giant lizard. Oh, let's get there. Let's go out there and look. Stray war dog misses the giant lizard. Oh. Oh. They're not here anymore. Let's see. We will try to find the stray war dog. Okay, they're there. Let's look at our other two stray war dogs then, see if we can find them. We could just go to others and look for the giant lizard. Okay, the giant lizard has made his way towards the ocean. And nobody's trying to kill him anymore. He's still healthy. If he's been driven off, maybe the dogs will make another attempt at him when he's back over here. Seems fine. Let's just keep digging down. We'll not worry about that. Can be useful to do 2 levels at a time when you're doing these aquifers because of the way that the dripping water will make the it'll make it appear like you have aquifer on levels you actually don't. So if you do 2 levels, they'll sometimes figure it out and dig right through. Not always, though. Grab this, grab this, grab this, and erase this corner. Okay. Dig down again, guys. Just keep going. Move fast to get all this done. Don't need this. Okay. Do that. And smooth orders. Pierce through another level. For example, they dug to here right away, but this does look like it's probably aquifer. If I was to guess, just because it seems to have dripped in pretty quickly, but again, they didn't cancel those 2 right away. This is still clearly aquifer, though. Because if it wasn't aquifer, these walls wouldn't be wet. Redig this. Push this down. To there. See what they do. So this is what I mean. See? These walls aren't wet, which implies that this is not aquifer. That the wetness that they were detecting was just spillage from other floors. And that makes it very likely that the water here is just spillage from other floors, but we do have a bit of a problem. And that problem is that these are almost too high to dig. So we're gonna not actually erase those for now. Because now that I'm pretty sure we're out of aquifer territory, because you can see the places where the pools aren't touching, there's no water droplets, which means we're probably past aquifer. In fact, it means we're surely past aquifer. We're not going to dig down. We're going to give this floor time to dry all this water. We're going to create a bit of a room here. So what we want 2 and 4 on each side, like this. 1 2 1 2 3 4. I can erase this bottom one. 2 1 2 3 4. We can erase this top one. Should be good. Yeah, they're finding no signs of aquifer on this floor. This is going to be our first stoneworking level. Cancelled those digs, which is fine. Started to dig down, but stopped. All these floors look good. So I think we can be relatively certain that we've gotten through the aquifer, which is great. There are a lot of different things we can do with an aquifer. Like some pretty simple waterworks and stuff. Just because of the way water flows and the way that aquifers handle that water. We might like make a little water temple. So this is going to be where our first area for shops is going to be. That build workshops. These will be hallways. Build a little workshop here. 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 Finally down here at the bottom. This should give us the beginning of the workshops we need for our starting metal and stone works area. It's gonna go like this. I'm gonna build big. Put them one past the shop. These are gonna be specific to each shop. Cluster additional stockpiles. And then we're just going to connect these little angular hall like this. Here. Erase this. Just going to go like this. Then like this for another angular hall down to this way. Something is wrong. It's 4. This one is not 4. This one is 5. Good thing we caught it out before they did it. Then we'll just do every time. Every time. Can't be trusted. Can't be trusted to dig without making mistakes. Those mistakes better not get dug out. Otherwise I'm going to be mad at the dwarves who didn't realize that what I did was obviously not correct. Haven't they seen the master plan? Don't they know? Don't they know? Wheelie down here. Should be directing people properly. Abok. Here. Cutting it all out. The middle area here is going to be a stockpile. I keep calling them stockyards because of other games. A stockpile, and it is going to be for stone. We want to connect these rooms like this. Wonderful. And then we're gonna pop. Should we pop up a layer? I guess this is aquifer, and this is not. Let me think. This is the first not aquifer layer, although there will be water on this layer that may make it hard to dig because the water from the aquifer above will make them think that they have a water problem. We're going to build a little bit of a temple here, something super small. It probably will eventually be used for 2 shrines for individual gods. But just to begin with, you know, just a little room for them to worship in. Jeez. Never get it right. Never once, not a singular time. What else have we found? Just damp stone. Okay, so we've made all of our cloth thread. Let's go up to the top and see what people are doing. Hopefully we're getting people to move stuff inside. Over here, working on lime blocks. Who's got this job? It is Splint. Okay. Splint is an adequate carpenter, so that's not bad. Makes me think maybe we should work on his little hospital, though. So that makes me wonder where we're going to put our first source of good water. It's actually quite an interesting conundrum. So what we want is Let's let these guys work. I got a pretty complex idea that I want to work on, but I'm not sure that it is more important than the fishery. So, since they've got so much to do, I'm going to go and look at some stuff on the surface for a little bit. The first of those things is we're going to send out a new gather order. Gather any plants that has come out because of the new season here. Good. And then we're going to... Ooh. This dog was very injured by the giant lizard, I'm assuming. I guess it tried to get in through the gates. And we drove it off, and that's what happened. I don't know. Well, I hope the dog gets better. That's all I can really say. Did that giant lizard ever leave, or is it still out there? We got sparrow women. Sparrow people up here. Flying about in the high sky. It's not exactly good. Hopefully they're smart enough to leave us alone. Hopefully. And this is honeybees. Something that can actually be quite useful. Everybody up here seems to be doing a pretty good job of moving stuff around. We now have chicks. How many of them are there? Let's just look at our livestock. We have 4 chicks. Okay. So let's... This is probably going to go badly, because it always does in my experience. We need to go to this pasture, and we need to add all the little babies to it. All the little babies. Like that. And then we need to open this door. So all the little babies can come out, and they're probably going to explode into the world. And go everywhere they're not supposed to go. I don't seem to be doing that badly. So far, so good. Okay, there they go. Bye, little chick. Bye. Bye. Bye, little chick. Bye. Okay, there's... Oh, there. The chicks. It's like an apocalypse. Please, little chickens, just leave the room so we can lock your parents in. You're all just out of there at the same time. I will literally lock the door on you. Come on. Get out. Door's right there. Come on. Come on. Oh, the dwarves handled it. Good job, guys. job, dwarves. Okay, everybody seems to be handling everything out here pretty well. Let's look at our task list to see if they're overtaxed, maybe a little overtaxed. There's a lot of store and stockpile stuff. We got our constant little group of stuff down here. We're digging, we're sleeping. Okay, I think everything's good so far. They came down and did this, and now this room is almost finished. This stockpile can have 2 wheelbarrows in it. Gotta think about this a little bit. Okay. So we got this room here. Okay. All right. So what do we want to do? If I tell them to dig down here and dig down here, they'll drop into there, which is really no good. It's not bad though. Like, it won't hurt anything. If I then also tell them to dig down here and here, that puts it there. Okay? We tell them to dig down here, 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 and here. That'll remove the ramps, right? And then it'll put holes down to the lower floor. Great. So we need grates. How are we going to do this? So what we want is this. We want a room here. It doesn't have to be a full-sized room though. Let's just look. Like this in the aquifer, and we want it to be a space that accumulates water, so it needs to have some building out structure in it, like this. We want to do the same thing. This isn't actually an aquifer level, so we're basically trying to create a rain room, which is a really primitive way of getting some mist on our dwarves. A rain room is simply put a place where rain falls from above, from an aquifer, and drips down onto grates, and then when it hits those grates, it splashes, but then continues down. Okay, that's good. This is all good. Nothing specific we want to do in here. Now, this floor is an aquifer. So, because we didn't clear the floor above, this floor may leak. Let's observe it to see if it leaks on its own. While we're doing that, we want to go to this floor. We want to just cut connections between these guys. Okay. Okay, and now we want to dig down here, here, and here. So is this floor dripping? If this floor isn't dripping, then this is not, like, there's no aquifer directly above it. But we'll find out. Okay. And now we want to dig out. Dig down here and here. And then we're going to make this into a basin room. This. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. We'll get you back to the shaft in a second. You want to dig it down. This. So that it's 2 levels. Good job, guys. Now remove the ramps. Guys? Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Then we'll do this. We've dried it out anyway, so the only thing we were waiting for was for it to dry, so we'll just dig your stairs down, my friends. Dig your stairs down. Did we not? Oh, we didn't go high enough up. We need to go down, 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 down. Should tell them to correct these two. Time. Then we'll break into here. What's this? Oh, inappropriate squares. You found some fire agate. Ooh, the giant lizard. Who's it fighting now? Who are you fighting? Whose blood is this? It's giant lizard blood. But who fought the giant lizard? Is it still alive? Did it run away? Fascinated by the life of this giant lizard. Seriously injured. Maybe the birdman attacked it. It's not really saying. Okay, well. Whoopsie. Not much I can do about that, except reeve the poor giant lizard. So this level here is not leaking, and my guys are making it down into here, which is fine. Now they'll clean all of this out. Good. I don't particularly care about these rocks, so we'll just forbid them. Not the ones on the outside, though. We don't need to forbid. Actually, we want to forbid all of these rocks. Come on, forbid, please. Thank you. Forbid all of these rocks and make them invisible. And then we're going to tell somebody to come down here and build a wall here. We could just use the church that's right nearby. There we go. I'm going to go into this room here. I'm going to go to this one down here and build ourselves a stone workshop, our very first one. Seems weird, but it is how I usually do things. I don't build one of these right away. You could build it out of chalk. Someone come down and please do that. Thank you very, very much. And we want to go up, 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 past all that stuff to this level. I don't know if this is an aquifer or not, or if this was just splash level, but even if it's not an aquifer, we should still see the what is the word? The water should drip from the ceiling above, even if it's not an aquifer in its own right. And that ceiling dripping could actually be enough to make this work, but probably will work better with more water. Waiting for the save, waiting for the save. We are waiting for it to finish saving so that we can continue, since we're already at 30 minutes and we want to be done. We want to finish this thing that we're doing. Probably shouldn't really continue, but we're going to do it anyway because it's something that we want to get done. Hey, you guys, I want to go down here to this now, and I want you to build me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the open levels. So I want 8 grates. Make 8 of these. Thank you very much. And should be good. We do want to build a wall here. We're just going to again forbid everything on the other side of this and make it invisible, but not these guys that build a wall here. This wall is going to be built out of the nearest stone. There we go. We are not done yet, friends. We're not done yet. So we're getting dripping from the ceiling, which is a good indicator that we have reached what we want to reach. I don't know why I picked this shape. There's really no reason to. Actually, probably would be better to just make the whole room a whole room of the full size, because that will get us more of what we're looking for. And we can erase this little nub here because it's not really useful for anything. Okay, up here, across here. Grab all these again. And again. Now we're seeing good dripping on the floor. Sort of exactly what we're looking for. We have different choices here. On this floor, I think we're going to put in just holes in the right positions instead of actually emptying the whole floor. Great. Once again, we want to forbid everything past that wall there. Care about forbidding that stuff. It's all fine. Let's make it invisible. I do not wish to see any of you. I do wish to see you. We will tell them to build another wall right here. In construction, wall. Use the chalk. And we want to go up one level higher. Do we want to go up one level higher, or do we think the dripping will be enough? Let's see if we have any grates yet. We have one. So let's place a grate here in the temple. Furniture, constructions, floor grate. Okay, can't do it yet. Letting this splash might be the best way to do this. Instead of digging in above it, I can always change my mind later is the thing. If I decide to dig in above it, I put in grates, constructions, floor grate. I made one. We just, we haven't made it yet. Nope, that's just the one that's outside. Okay, well, somebody want to do this? No? Nobody wants to do this? That's fine, we'll prioritize it. Somebody should come down and do it that way. We're probably just giving them too much to do. Let's take our diggers off exclusive digging for now. This should create a clean water source. You should be able to hit it from here. Bring it up to higher levels. As a well, you can see all of our water is accumulating in here as ones. Eventually that water should splash down onto this level. See that it does. There's our first water on the level. It's all dripping, which is what we want. Hopefully somebody comes up here and does this pretty fast. Just so we don't make too much of a mess in the hallway. It shouldn't drip fast enough to cause any problems. We will eventually have to create a vent. But we want to accumulate this water. So we're doing a pretty good job of accumulating the water. Still nobody's come to do this. Oh, somebody's just come to do it now. Good on you, friend. Oh, you're getting that one too. That's good. We come down to here. And have we made any of our grates yet? Oh, we have. Let's just place a grate and see if this works the way I hope that it will. We still don't have it available. Come on, guys. Come on. There's mist in this room already. It's exactly what we're hoping for. We're going to make this into a temple. Where is it? Oh, I can't. It's a meeting area. That's why I can't see it. I'm like, I can't see it. I can't see it. It's a meeting area. Can't see it because it's a meeting area. Okay, accept it. And we're going to make it a temple. The temple is going to be to any god. No specific deity. The idea is they will come out and hang out in this room and get misted. The water will accumulate in the bottom and form a basin that we can use for a well. Hopefully we make those grates soon. You can't drink water. It's not a source for you. Why would you drink water anyway, my friend? Why would you drink water anyway? Dwarves aren't supposed to like water. Construction. Floor grate. There's one. Construction. It's a floor, not a floor grate. Construction. Floor grate. There's two. This should end up being a pretty safe place for dwarves to come in and hang out. We'll also put grates on the holes in this level. Okay. Let's see. I want to watch this room and see that it still gets misted. There is, yeah, there's still mist in this room, so let's see. Content being near a waterfall. There we go. That's it. It's pretty simple. Falling water that goes through shafts cause mist. That mist makes dwarves happy, and you put them in a temple. No fancy machines required. Just the hole in an aquifer. In a safe area. It should help our dwarves become super happy super fast. Thank you for watching. My name is Huntner. And this has been Armorrazors. We have built our first temple. We have made it a misting room in the simplest possible way. Next time we're going to build our fishery. And we're going to create a proper vent for this. We have a long ways before that vent is needed, because it'll fill this whole area up before it can go above. And then it's got lots of drainage level as well. What we want here to do is to sort of build a drain off, like a pressurization area where we can create a great big basin. Yeah. And then we'll take it to the edge of the map. The closest edge of the map is north, so we'll probably just take it off that way. That's it. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider giving it a like or trying something else out on the channel. Alright, so if you enjoyed this episode, please consider giving it a like or trying something else out on the channel. If this isn't your first time here, please consider a subscribe if you've enjoyed what you've seen. And I hope to see you the next time that we visit Armorrazors.